Welcome guys back to Rivendell. It's a nice 5v3 and today's replay comes from Nawaki once again, and he's commanding the realm of Lattice, and so we'll call out the defending armies as we see them, as they're all mixed around the city of Rivendell. And Nawaki's commanding the realms of Lattice, as I said. We have some Norentina warriors here. We have a Lindon army commanded by Bacon Soup, who has a catapult. We've got some Elder Enwy archers over here, some Norentina warriors, some Sons of Durin, and some Blacklock engineers. So we'll move down this way actually. We've got some Noldorin Guard. We have the Wars of Erebor commanded by Unknown Soldier. We have some Axe Guard of Erebor here, some Erebor Legionnaires, Elder Enwy Spearmen, Loose Formation, Ironfoot Crossbowmen, some Ironfoot Axe Throwers, Ironfoot Pikes, Ironfoot Warriors, and Ironfoot Crossbows. Alright. Going over the canyon here, we have some more Ironfoot Crossbows, Ironfoot Pikes. We've got 2 units of Ironfoot Warriors, some Elder Enwy Spearmen, Erebor Legionnaires, Archers of Rivendell, Axe Guard of Erebor, Ironfoot Axe Throwers, Gwaithai Arthain, Obsidian Guard, Godhelm Enuar. These guys are not armoured up. We have some Dragon Slayers of Ered Mithrin, some Imladris Guardians armoured up, some Gwaithai Rochudor, Highborns of Erebor, more Imladris Guardians armoured up, Wardens of Elis Tyrion, Fallen Pikemen, more Noldorin Guard. This way we have some Brunnen River Wards, some Ironfoot Pikes, Imladris Sentries, and Imladris Guardians armoured up. There's 2 units of sentries here. And some Elder Enwy Swordmasters. Over here we have some Mithlon Pikemen, Mithlon Marines, 2 units of Fallen Marines, and some more Mithlon Marines. So all the Javelin units are pretty much clustered around this one area. A little strange. We have some Noldorin Blade Masters, Gwaithai Marindane, and some Fallen Pikemen, Noldorin Guard, and Fallen Pikemen. Now, the remaining defending units are up here on the ridge, which is another unit of Wardens of Elis Tyrion, some Mithlon Pikemen. Always good to get a Pikeman up here, they're a good holding unit. We have some Harndon Guard, some Fallen Archers, 2 units of them, and a Harndon Guard. Now, we come to the first of 5 attacking armies. And the first of which is Orcs of the Misty Mountains, commanded by MP Beckamy 13. He's got some Cave Trolls, some Heavy Goblin Infantry, some Snaga Skirmishers, Drake Broodlings, curious to see how they do, some Catapult Artillery, we've got some Heavy Goblin Spears, more Skirmishers, Heavy Goblin Crossbows, 2 units, and some more Snaga Skirmishers. He's gone heavy on the Skirmishers. And 2 units of Cave Trolls total. Okay, we've got some Cave Troll Drummers. I'm glad he brought them. Some Goblin King's Bodyguard, Blackback Mountain Berserkers, a decent unit. And it's always good to give them support so they're not overwhelmed, because they will kill a lot of enemy units once you get them into the fight. Next we have some Light Uruk Fearmongers and Goblin Infantry. And this is really weird. His general is in the Goblin Infantry unit. I'm sure that was a mistake. Anyway, MP Beckamy's had a little bit of a predicament. He has to keep his general far out of the battle because he won't last long in that unit. Alrighty, through the trees we find our second attacker. Another Orcs in the Misty Mountains army, commanded by Kletati. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. I think I butchered it. But I'm still butchering it. Anyway, let me know if I'm wrong. We have some Bogs Champions, some Cave Troll Drummers, Goblin Infantry, maybe 2 units of them, maybe. We have some Heavy Goblin Infantry, 2 units, maybe 3 units here. Some Mountain Uruk Hosts, some Mountain Orc Berserkers, 2 units of Black Uruks of the Mountains, 2 units of Heavy Goblin Archers, Snaga Skirmishers, 2 units of Heavy Goblin Crossbows, Blackback Mountain Berserkers, and Goblin King's Bodyguard. I'll just head back over here. I just want to double check something on MP Beckamy's army. Yep, there's Goblin Infantry. Just want to make sure I didn't confuse it with Goblin King's bodyguard, because yeah, they do look similar from a distance, but no, he's definitely in the Goblin infantry unit. We have Umbar next, committed by Rogue. He's got some Naru and Aru sentinels, some Belakith shield bearers, and the rest of his army, however, is way over here. Okay, we've got Belagar archers, 2 units, some Adunium Shadow Guard, 2 units, some Belagar pikemen, I believe 2 units, Belakith Axe Guard, Belagar footmen, Belagar shield bearers, and 3 units of a Karandas Legion, and probably some Corsair crossbows, maybe, and Casmi's Rangers too, maybe, and even some Corsair Blackguards, because all these units have a hidden ability and are most likely hidden at this point. Alrighty, 4th attacker now, Mordor, committed by Bloodbath McGrath. He's got some mountain trolls, some Orc fodder. We have Sauron's Will, 2 units, some Blackguard of Barad-dûr, some Moron infantry mixed in with some Temple Executioners. These guys appear to be armoured up. We have some Orc Javelins also, I think maybe 2 units of Moron Halberds, some Moron Archers, 2 units, some Adunium Shadowbows, Temple Guard, and that's about it, generals in this unit. Alrighty, that's all I see there. I'm surprised he didn't bring any Olag. Oh, there they are. Olag High, right there. There you go. The world makes sense again. Cool. Okay, finally, we have, funnily enough, a Shire army. Hobbit folk, commanded by Trebor. 113, I believe. Anyway, Trebor's got some Dundon Rangers, 2 units of bandits, I think 2 units of battling Brandybucks, 2 units of Farmers of Buckland, and I think 1, 2, 3, possibly 4 units of Hobbitry and Arms, and possibly some Proudfoot Protectors. Unsure. We have some Ents here. I can't tell if his general's in that unit. I don't know if he bought some Proudfoot Protectors either. I can't see them. In any case, we'll keep an eye out for them. But for now, let's get this battle started. Enjoy. Alright guys, we're back, and the defenders have made the first mistake. They're shooting at low tier infantry up in the air. I think it's because they're left on auto fire. Jeez, the only unit I see here were elderly spearmen. It's possible Nurentino warriors are firing, but looks like Nawaki halted their fire, so he corrected that mistake. So the attackers have just stationed their forces at the ready to send in. We've got a lot of units just waiting to be sent into Rivendell. What's a little bit strange is Nawaki hasn't sent in his Grotho Rochudor. You'd think this would be probably the moment to do it, because there is no spear units here. There's just Belagar footmen and archers. Even Goblin infantry, they can take them out quickly, almost unopposed. I think Nawaki missed a big opportunity there. But yeah, Nawaki's not using them. Big mistake in my book. He can take out a lot of these low tier units so his men doesn't have to, or wasting any ammunition on them either. He can just drive them back. Same goes for the archers. Nawaki alone can beat these guys back simply by using his Rochudor. Unknown Soldier's committed his warriors already just to deal with these light tier units. Shouldn't be any problem. What the bulge champions up there for? I don't know, I don't get that. Alright, so basically the attackers are edging towards the enemy, but it's kind of like is it like antelope jumping into a river with crocodiles in Africa? They're just sort of pressing to the water's edge. They want to jump in, but they're too nervous, and eventually someone's got to do it. But right now the attackers are just sort of tiptoeing, just trying to ease their way into it. Now, unfortunately, we got Umbar mixing up his forces here with the Misty Mountains. Going to slow down a little bit. Alright, Clay's reorganising his troops. Yeah, they were hurting each other's accuracy there. Okay, crossbows are shooting the Belagar archers, getting some kills. Not too bad. Archers are in Dale firing as well. Okay, now it's not that good. Okay, Nawaki's halted his fire. Sen goes for unknown soldier. What we got here? Okay, Hound Guard being chased here. We got some Moron infantry chasing the Hound Guard. They can turn around now and fire in. The infantry have stopped chasing them. Okay, now they're marching again. Okay, Mordor's making his way up. We've got plenty of forces here just waiting for him. They can go by the bridge. If they get by the bridges, there's not too many forces to oppose them. So the defenders will probably be hoping he tries to take the ridge. Then the attackers will be obliged to send up a couple of units here anyway to try and take out the archers. Okay, other enemy spearmen being sent up to help deal with the lightest infantry, the orc, the cannon fodder really. So sort of exposing them a bit to the archers. Bolg's champions nearby. Maybe this is why Nawaki was a little bit nervous about sending up his Rochador. However, Rochador versus Bolg's champions in terms of a charge, Rochador would do alright. In fact, they might even win. They're both high tier cavalry units. Okay, so crossbows are winding up here. I'm wondering who they're going to be shooting at. I suppose the Warlords just lobbed their bolts over. Yep, they're just lobbing their shots over here. I suppose it'd be alright if we had some axe throwers nearby maybe to just deal with this unit. You don't want to let the enemy get too much damage on your frontline units. You want to try and keep them alive as long as possible. Alright, Ironfoot crossbows firing again, possibly aiming at the Belagar archers. We'll just wait here for a sec to see and confirm. Yep. Okay, Rogue's not firing. Okay, now they're lighting up. They're not shooting at the crossbows. They're shooting at the pikemen. Now that's a strange choice. Alright, battle's in its infancy. And the attackers are falling back. The Great Rochador is finally brought up, but a little bit late. See, Nawaki shouldn't be intimidated by the footmen. They're not spearmen, remember that. I know they're holding spears, but they'll still go down to heavy cav charges, just like any other infantry unit would. They're not pikes or spears. It's a tricky cosmetic look that would definitely give people pause and one. It might actually discourage people from charging in, but I've charged into these guys and they go down just like easily as any other infantry unit. Okay, we've got a ton of archers just ready to shoot at anybody that comes close. On the other hand, if the attackers charge out, these guys will be forced to run away. Alright, how we going? Bacon soup, still not much happening. Bloodbath is just sort of edging his way up here. Who we got going with him? Orcs of Mystery Mountains Army, commanded by MP Beckamy. Okay. So basically, looks like we're just having a little bit of a skirmish phase here. Alright. Attackers have gone for a new tactic and brought up the snag skirmishes. And we are targeting axe throwers actually. Crossbows are firing into the snag skirmishes. I think we've got archers shooting in as well. And here comes the axe throwers. And Ironfoot Warriors are going to get right in these snag skirmishes here into the faces. Hey, Snugger drove back the crossbows. Nice job. MP's got some forces over here as well. Now, Snugger skirmishers have lost a lot of their men. Hobbits are being brought up now. Troops are spread out. It's tough. I mean, they got to commit both sides. They got to push hard. They can't go soft on either side with the attack. Attackers on the ridge still a little ways off from engaging. Alright, we've got the ants going in. Along with some infantry. I'm surprised the ants are being committed so early. Alright, the attackers better send some forces in there to back them up. Oh, this is going to be a colossal waste. Other than the archers could possibly fire in and help out the front line here. But they're not firing at the moment. Could they be going after another catapult's been moved? Maybe it was never moved, I don't know. Okay, we have a catapult crew that's missing in action. That's a little weird. Okay, Ensign down to 8 men. I don't know what they're thinking. Here's a catapult crew right here. Okay, we got Axe Guard inhibiting the ability of the Eldamwi archers here. Trevor's sending in more men. But Nawaki's repositioning his archers for some reason. Okay, we've got more on the halberds moving in. I'm looking for fire from any archers or crossbows. We're not seeing any defensive fire coming in against the Moradon halberds, the Shire. Like, the Blackhawk engineers could take these guys down easily enough. I've seen them do it at this exact position. Okay, Narantuna warriors, but they're not shooting. Crossbows are not shooting. Nobody is shooting. And I don't know why. Okay, now they're starting to shoot. So down just a little bit to try and improve the frame rate. Let's check out the other side. The attackers seem to be getting closer on the other side of the city. We've got Black Hurricks of the mountains being sent up. We've got doing a shield guard here, so the attackers are stepping up the quality of troops they're sending in. Now, on for crossbows, who are they going to be shooting at? The other guys are shooting, but their accuracy isn't great. Narantuna Warrior is getting a lot of good kills there. I'm surprised that Bacon Soup withdrew his catapult crew. I'm just trying to see what's going on here. Looks like there's an enemy archer unit, sorry, an enemy unit around here somewhere. Oh, the ends. Trebor has survived and made his way to the rear of the city for some reason. Where the hell is this one ent going? Maybe he's trying to summon his evil brothers and sisters to destroy Rivendell. This is a really strange maneuver here. I've never seen anybody do that. Okay, we've got Hunlong Guard up here. More infantry. So, where's the pike unit to hold these guys in place while the Hunlong Guard shoots them? And he's got Fallen Pikemen and Mithlon Pikemen right here. Shooting at the like high. Probably a decent target. This player thinking charge, charge. Oh boy, if I'm not going to fire, it's time to leave. I mean, the pikeman can simply hold them here, and the Hunlong guy has great range. I mean, his backup plan probably is just maybe to position the Hunlong guard just along this ridge here, and just blast them as they come around the bend, or even shoot incoming forces, incoming reinforcements this way. It made things more challenging for the defenders if the attackers can get across this bridge, because there's only a bunch of pikemen, not too many units back here, but it's a substantial amount of javelin units that could ruin at least a couple of units a day until they run out. No one's manning the catapult still. Archers are written down to 59, so they're losing a few troops. Ah, the Drake Broodlings are coming in. These guys should not be brought up unless there's a ton of enemy units about to be sent in straight after them. It's how I won a battle long ago against Mercury. I think I was playing Jervis or another player. They were Mirkwood. I was using my Drake Brilliance basically to knock down the enemy units to give my infantry some time to kill Mirkwood. So, you know, basically Drake Brilliance knocked the half the units down while my infantry battled the other half, and they killed units that were on the ground or damaged units. Basically, I used my Brilliance to try and just hamper my enemy's ability to attack me. I just kept knocking the troops on their butts and then trying to kill them while they're on their butts. So this would be a good thing for the attackers to do. MP just to knock down all the elves while the hobbits kill them as they get up. Shouldn't waste time with attacking. Should just try to run sideways if you can, and just knock the Madras Guardians on the ground while the hobbits are trying to kill them while they're on the ground. Because now that ability is also now working against the attackers, because now we've got the defenders coming in and all the attacking forces are on the ground, which is making the defenders now which is now giving defenders an advantage. That same advantage that Drake Brilliance can give you as the attacker can also aid your enemies if you use them the wrong way, or if you accidentally knock over your own units. So be careful with that. That advantage is only good if you use them right. You don't want to knock down your own troops. You want to just make sure you try and knock down your enemy's troops. That's how you beat Mirkwood or any other faction if you do Orcs in the Misty Mountains. Just use Red Drake Brilliance to simply knock your enemy down while you're fighting him. Okay, we're almost at the halfway point, and it is 16 to 26, so well in favour of the defenders here. Again, not a good idea to do that. You're hindering your own attack. And now that probably broke the hobbits. And that's causing a bit of a chain reaction. We've got units wavering here. This attack is about to crumble and fall apart. And seeing its demise, MP has fallen back to send these trolls in with probably wave 2. Alright, let's have a look up here. Okay, so I like high halberds, infantry. Where is... The Wardens of Tyrion can probably fight, and the Fallen Dawn Archers can definitely reach that distance. If they can't, I would be very surprised. And I don't even think you need to worry about spreading your troops out, because the enemy doesn't have... Oh, no, he's got some archers, but the elves have the range here. See, Hamlin Guard's affecting the accuracy of a lot of those units. Sorry, a lot of those troops. See, you want to just pepper this whole front line. Now the Wardens should probably fire on these guys. Tear them up. Come on, Sue. This is one of the best archer units Mordor can bring, and he's rightly targeting the Wardens. That was not a good idea. The Wardens should start firing immediately. What makes this such an attractive target is that the Moron archers are not spread out. They're clumped up. They're an ideal target for the Wardens. And at the very least, Bacon Soup should move in and shut down the archers, at least getting them to stop firing on his Wardens. They're down to 62. He's lost 13 men here already. He didn't have to lose any of them. He's still losing men needlessly. One of his best units is in jeopardy. Alright, now we've got 2 units firing in, trying to kill the Moron and archers as fast as possible. These guys wouldn't be a threat at all if he had just started using the wardens just for a couple of volleys, just to damage them, because they were bunched up and they were a great target. Like, he didn't need to lose any wardens there, he could have just driven them back straight away. Down to 51. Okay, so ended up losing 24. Coming back to the other side. We've got some axe out of airborne here. Heavy goblin crossbows. Yeah, the defenders have got to get their troops in there. Either pull them back or move in, but don't stay there. You've got snugger skirmishers and heavy goblin crossbows just shooting at them.
We're being attacked!
I mean, it's getting the attackers to use some of their ammunition, but probably should just get in their faces. Catapult, getting ready. Alright, the attack has stalled here, they're not going in anymore. Warren Archers is down to 33. Sauron's will being sent up. Blackguard about to do it. A decent unit. What's the plan here? Got Nazgul up here as well. Okay. Yeah, the elves are firing in, just trying to frighten the enemy, drive them back, weaken morale. Definitely a good idea. Okay, Bubba's just waiting for the units to be sent up. We got shadowbows up here. Not sure why. Okay, got Snugger just taking out what's left of the Archers, Rivendell, and Lattice Guardians here. Okay, Crossbow getting some good kills there. Okay, here comes the Great Roach it all. Alright, not the best charge there from the Roach it all, but they didn't lose any units. Okay, looks like God Helm was firing a couple of shots there, but they stopped. Yeah, got more hobbits being sent up here. I'm just wondering how long it takes before the attackers try to just sort of punch their way through, really. They've got all these units here. Alrighty, he's coming the hobbits. Okay, heavy gun crossbows being targeted by the God Helm. Okay, catapult's starting to fire now. Nice work, good splash. Another unit of cave trolls being sent up. That guy there belongs to the cave troll drummers. See, that bolt made it through. Yeah, very good. Each juicy shot definitely weakens the hobbits' morale quite a bit. Looks like a lot of defenders are needed here. Yep, dazzling brandy bucks broke. The unit lives to fight another day. Wardens. Baggins really hindering the accuracy of his own units here. They're under fire by the Ronin archers. Hunland guards needed to fire on them to take them out. Same goes for the fallen archers. Hunland guards starting fire on them now. Again, defense is strong. Attack is not that great. There's not much you can do here. We've got some Undunium shadow bows, but they don't have any angle really from which to shoot. I mean, if he wants to kill those units, he's better off just setting up his Black Guard of Barad-dûr, followed by the Sauron's Will and Nazgûl. I think that'll get him through. At least somewhere until the defenders scramble to send up resources, additional resources up there to stop them. Okay, the cave trolls are coming back. Nawaki caught off guard. His Latterus guardians were busy daydreaming, staring into the lake. Terrible Legionnaires on standby. Not being sent in yet. The attackers just dripping, sorry, dripping in. Okay, we've got 2 sets of cave trolls here, along with some Casimir's Rangers now, and Doondan Rangers, so a lot of body piercing abilities here. And we've got a catapult on top of that, so things are about to get pretty hairy now for the attack, for the defenders. Catapult under threat from Bacon Soup. A Corondas Legion being sent in now. This drip strategy is unreliable. You see it work, you see it fail. It all really depends on who uses their ammunition first, like who uses up all their axes, their archers, their crossbows, their axe throwers, their javelins, and even their artillery. And also, you know, if you have any body piercing ammunition, that always is a big factor when it comes to this style of battle. So far, both sides still have an abundance of each. The Blackguard is moving up. We've got Saren's Will in the mix here too, along with the Nazgul, so this is exactly what I would have done. Unfortunately for Bloodbath, he doesn't seem to have any additional units to moving up right now to support these guys. Because this charge looks like it's coming to a halt, even with the Nazgul there. Even with the Saren's Will. It's still not enough to break through. See, they've begun to stall, and that's not good, especially if there's archers nearby that starts firing on them. Alright, so Bloodbath is doing his best to get through here, but he's running out of steam, he's running out of troops. He's got a lot of high Nazgul in this mix here, but if you look back here, he's pretty much got nothing. Looks like we've got some additional reinforcements, but they're way, way off. And by the time they get here, I think he'll be destroyed. We've got Fallen Marines here as well. Blackguard just broke. Okay, heading back over. And 27 crossbowmen here. 37. So crossbows, Clay's been taking a beating, to say the least. Airborne Legionnaires are probably getting to the fight. We've got Snaga Sandwich just taking pot shots at them, doing damage, taking them down one by one. Yeah. Defending troops are too valuable to be wasted like that. Lumbar's doing his best to try and break through. He's got a little ways to go yet. We've got Axeguard Variable and I think maybe Ironfoot Pikes or Ironfoot Warriors. Ironfoot Axe Throwers actually, and crossbows. And pikes. What's left of... there's only one pikeman left, that's why. I didn't see any others. He's the only one left. Alright, it's only Belliger pikemen here. Okay, we've got some big guns coming in. Temple Executioners now. And we have, of course, their crossbows. Had a hunch they were there. We've got 2 units of Hummers of Buckland moving around as well. Okay, Duno range is loading up, but I'm curious to see where Treble will fire them. He's targeting the Ironfoot Axe Thrower unit. We've got God Helm firing at the Duno Rangers now, I think. Duno Rangers firing at the Norrentino Warriors. a decent target, but they're mainly spread out. The God Helen took a beating. We've got some dead trolls and some Drake Broodlings here in their ranks. So Drake Broodlings did a nice job taking most of them out, and the rest of them died here, it would seem. Treble moving in. Okay, it doesn't look like the axe throwers are in guard mode. I think some of them still throw their axes when in guard mode. Wardens of Elysterion, another unit here from Bacon Soup. This will probably be the target to go after. Okay, here comes the Weta Rochudor. Oh, bad charge, bad charge. Okay, they took one of them down. I just don't want to let this guy go, and they took him down. That's two. And the Rochudor didn't come back. Elden enemy archers firing in. Oh, these guys are being torn apart. Wardens of Elysterion finishing them off. Got Swords of Riverdale over here, plugging the gap. Casimir's Rangers are loading up. Could they be shooting at, I wonder? Well, I guess we'll find out. They're shooting up in the air mostly. Looks like they're trying to go after the Wardens over here. Got some river wards over there. We've got defenders just moving around forces. They're still comfortable. Okay, they're just trying to take out the hobbits. Okay, we've got the attackers pressing again on this side. Okay, got the warriors attacking the Bellicus shield bearers. Wardens under fire. We've got Sons of Durin and Imadaris Guardians being sent over. Who's shooting at him? Moron archers are shooting at him, okay. And the attack has been defeated on the other side. Curious to see what the Orcs in the Mist Mountains will do. Yeah, they're heading back. They're giving up on that idea. Yeah, that kind of attack is not going to work unless you're going to send up proper support, and I don't think Bloodbath ever had it. Airborne Legionnaires probably should go into the fight. And there's just Snark Skirmishers and Casimir's Rangers and Troll Drummers here. It's not bad. It's not a good. It's not a bad fight for the Airborne Legionnaires to get involved in. What's going on here? Still the crossbows shooting at them? No, they're out of ammunition. Yeah, it was shooting. They're out of ammunition right now. Okay. Okay, looking at the state of things here, Umbar's the only one really left with an army, really. All the other attackers are heavily depleted at this point. It's really only Umbar with the muscle that's left. Right now, it's 55 to 69. We've got some elite units from the others nearby, but Yeah, Black Orcs in the mountains. Still got some Black Bay Mountain Berserkers, I think. Somewhere. But, you know, defenders are feeling the pinch too. They're only 14% ahead. So, a lot's now resting on rogue shoulders here. The others have forced the defenders to waste a lot of ammunition trying to take them down. Okay, what have we got here? Orc Javelins here from Bloodbath. And Corsair Crossbows as well. Alright. Yeah, this is good fire here. Not so good for the defenders. Orc Javelin fire proving to be very accurate, which is problematic here. Yeah, the crossbow Corsairs for Umbar are one of the best crossbow units in the game. They're arcing over over friendly units and hitting the battle lines just in front of them is pretty good. And pretty reliable, as you can see. Almost zero friendly fire. You've got the Orc Javelins peppering mainly the flanks of their enemies right now, which is actually preventing them from overlapping the Current Dust Legion. Orc Javelins still look like they have ammunition, but Temple Execution is being sent up again. Sorry, it doesn't look like the Temple Execution is not armored up. I got that wrong earlier. Should have remembered they have a different silver helm on their armor. Ironfoot crossbows out of ammunition in the fight. They're being targeted by the Orc Javelins. Looks like they'll slow us down a little bit again. Improve the rate. We've got Casimir's Rangers here. Firing point blank into the ranks, maybe. Oh no. They're trying to shoot at the other enemy archers. $59 to 72. Not looking too good here for the attackers right now. We've got bandits here coming in. Black Uruks being sent up. We've got Great Arthane here, so Nawaki's sending in his heavy hitters. Oh, friendly fire. That one was a bit better. Probably should have targeted the Obsidian Guard. They're all clumped up. Took down a lot of the elves there, and the wolves. But, yeah, the Obsidian Guard would have been the target for the catapult to go after. It looks like he's shifting his catapult to do just that, but the friendlies could be stopping the catapult from firing. Find out soon enough. He's not firing. Snugger skirmishers getting into position, try and drive the cavalry back. Cavalry is trying to go through and get in there, the Temple Guard probably, or the Bulk Champions, or even the catapult. Snugger skirmishers, what are they going to be doing?
Only half the enemy force remains.
Alright, looks like that came from the bandits before. Yeah, see, bandits are doing that thing. They throw a volley, they go into the fight, you've got to stop them from doing that to get them to fire the next volley. Okay, the Blackbacks from Clay is moving up. Should be an interesting matchup. Blackback is against Obsidian Guard. Okay, Bandits firing in. We've got crossbows just moving around the edge there, trying to get some free hits on the enemy. It's a good idea. I mean, there's 19 of them left. That's 19 bolts into your enemy. They'll take them down. You want to weaken your enemies any way you can at this point. Every bit of ammunition is valuable. It's a good target there for the catapult. It was all enemy right there. No friendly fire. Yeah, this would be the flank to go after. They're all clumped up. Geez, that blackback berserker was lucky. Oh. Again, catapult getting very lucky. Blackback berserkers are really now the only holding force left here. All the other units are being defeated. And look, the blackbacks should last a little while. But without support, they won't last forever. Okay, we've got a second unit from MP Beckamy now joining Clay. We'll give the defenders a chance, and the bar's sort of moving in their favour. It's sort of hovering now between the midway mark, so we've got a bit of a tussle here on our hands. The next few minutes will probably determine the winner. We've got Temple Guard here that could be firing directly into the Great Arthane's back. So I don't know why Bloodbath is... Okay, he's firing now. Point blank. And Nawaki shuts them down. That's just good support. They toasted them. 28 left, so they almost killed half the unit. Volk's champion's a little bit slow to come to the rescue. Now the Bolgs can get rear charges here on the dwarves, and that could be the plan. Yep. Here comes the Rochador. Alright, we're going to get the matchup here. We're going to see who's better. Oh, the sentry's coming in now. That's going to turn this battle to a one-sided fight. Yeah, Rochador got a good charge there on the Snaga. The bandits could fire in if they have any ammunition left. No, they don't. Oh no, they do. They're loading up. Probably going to go after the Gratha Rochador. Only one went down there.
Watch it.
The Orc Champion's just harassing the elves right now. The elves harassing him. Bandits are trying to shut him down. By the time to get these guys out of there, they're wavering. Doing our range is lucky. The lances weren't drawn there. I think the Rochador are finished now. Yep, they're broken. Alright, 67 to 79. We've got Mython Marines on standby. The Marines have their javelins. Casimir's Rangers can probably take these guys out. They're reloading, now they're marching, so they're not firing. And across their crossbows, so Baconsoup's taking a big risk here. These guys are very exposed here. Firing in now.
Watch it.
Look, it's time to go. He's been made. His plan's blown. He can't stay here. The Marine's very lucky there. Bacon Soup lucky to get away with 50. 40. $69 to $79. So the attackers are sort of coaxing the defenders out from the Rivendell, which is making it easier for them to fight. I think they'd be really struggling if they were trying to enter the city. They're doing much better out here in the wider open plain. You've got Temple Guard point blank firing into the dragons, the Dragon Slayers. Bandits, do they have any javelins left? They're not firing. Got Snagger firing in. Bandits reloading now. Friendly fire. Bit better. Just grazed them. Sauron's will. Troll drummers, we've got 4 left here belonging to Beckhamy. Of course their crossbows firing in. What have we got going on here? God Helm, I think, firing in. Oh no, Blacklock Engineers. Okay, there goes, I think, Bloodbath General. Bit unfortunate for him. I think we just saw the last of the volleys of the Blacklock Engineers. Blacklock Engineers don't have that much ammo these days. So you've got to choose your targets very wisely. And, you know, to their credit, they chose the Blacklock Man Berserkers, which is an ideal unit to target. At the Great Marine Day now. Bandits delivering a sucker punch here to the elves. I think Trevor was trying to sneak past the dwarves there. If he has ammunition, he definitely wants the Rangers to start shooting. But because they're running into the battle, I think they've used up all their ammunition. That's unfortunate for them. White Uruk Fearmongers, unfortunately they broke. Highborns are Erebor. So we've got soldiers, unknown soldiers general out here. Okay, Samwise Gamgee's has got a metal mallet to the face. He's unrecognisable now. Okay, unknown soldier general was killed. He was on the front lines. That is to be expected. How's it going over here? Rogue's still trying to get through. They've got Balak of Axguard here. I'm doing Shield Guard. Casimir's Rangers. They want to try and get some elevation. I don't think they have an angle really to shoot with. It's 74 to 85. Attackers struggling to bridge the gap here. They can move the Rangers here on the flank and firing. I think there's some space opening up right now, so they can just position themselves here and then fire in. They obviously got to be careful because Bacon Soup's not an idiot. He'll see that and try and send troops to stop them. So you want to try and get there and fire one volley at least. But we've got crossbows here, which I think still have ammunition. They could fire into the blob here and weaken it. Yeah, they got their crossbows out. Okay. Nice hit. Okay, we've got javelins coming in. Warden's artillery on firing. Look, the attackers have a strong force here. They're not out, not by a long shot. We've got a few thousand frames left. Fallen Marines have their javelins, but they're getting a little bit too close to the enemy there. Okay, heavy Goblin infantry, unfortunately they're broken. Goblin King's bodyguards charging in. They should probably move on straight away onto the Fallen Marines, because they're about to give the Black Batman Berserkers a rude awakening. Oh no, they're firing into the Goblin King's bodyguard. Yeah, MP sending over forces now to try and take him out. Wardens are firing in point blank as well. Oh no, firing over their heads. They're trying to target the Snugger Skirmishers. A good target to go after. We've got one troll drummer over here trying to keep up morale. Luckily the defenders are ignoring him. But the Fallen Pikemen might decide to take him out. Yeah, they're fighting him now. Yeah, Berserkers are running out of strength. Both our Marine Dane over here now. Casimir's Rangers have achieved the elevated position I talked about earlier. They're in a different spot, of course, but this is a much better spot. Much higher. It's good fire, but I don't think it'll be enough. Of course their crossbows firing now. Of course their fences have revealed themselves and over there. I think we can go to normal speed. Seems to be holding the frames right now. Defenders are almost through. What do you got here? Heavy Golden Crossbows unit of 91. Goblin Infantry mixed in with Azog. Yeah, they're shaking. They won't last much longer. Caspian's Rangers out of ammunition. You got fallen the Marines here against Corsair fences. Heavy gun crossbows should probably fire into this big big mob here of bacon soup. You got Snagger skirmishers here loading up. Okay. That's MP's general. Okay, Kalakati's general is over here. He broke just now. And that's pretty much it for the attack. So it's 85 to 96. And we will times 6 speed it to the end. Alright, there's goes Rogue's general. I think that was the last general. Alright, so Nawaki, Unknown Soldier and Bacon Ship have achieved victory. It was a rather close victory there. They just got over the top. Nawaki got 2,302 kills. Unknown Soldier 4,604 kills. Very nice. MVP of the match. Bacon Soup 1673. MP Bekami 798 kills. Klatati 731. Rogue 832. Bloodbath McGrath 850. Trebor 686. Nice work. I think what went wrong with the attack is that they didn't really press that hard on either side. They didn't really try and force the defenders back. It did seem like they were starting to overwhelm them at one point, but then the defenders just drove them out of Rivendell. And that almost seemed to actually help the attackers for a time, but then they just got overwhelmed. Like, somehow the attackers just kept getting beaten back. They never really managed to sort of strike a blow that allowed them to really put the defenders on the back foot and force them back. They didn't break through on either side, which didn't help. Looking at the kill count of Nawaki, his God Helm got 198, Gwaithai Arthane 103, Gwaithai Marindane 174, Murderous Sentries 76 and 215, Eldenwy Archers 200, Murderous Guardians range from 57 to 138, Eldenwy Spearmen 127, 123, and Norrentino Warriors 127, 175, Archers of Rivendell 174, and the rest did average to good. Bloodbath probably should have withdrawn his army on the other side of the ridge instead of trying to press that attack. That attack was never going to go anywhere, really. The defenders had it too well covered. They had plenty of firepower up there, and he was just overwhelmed and defeated at the end of the day. Yeah, because the other attackers didn't send him a lot of support, he probably should have abandoned that battle plan and just tried to reinforce the attack on the other side, because they were making progress, but they just ran out of strength and troops at the end. So, well done to the defenders. They definitely put the attackers in a bad place, which was enough to achieve them victory in the end. So, well done to all three. Thank you to Nawaki for sending in the replay. This is Scouts of Entertainment signing off. Catch you guys next time. Bye.